They call me Bairo, or sometimes Kuraman. I am the desert wind that has forever blown over the sands and rocky deserts of this strange and wondrous land, once called Rajputana, now Rajasthan, the land of kings, of Maharajas, whom Rudyard Kipling thought God created so that mankind could have a spectacle of jewels and marble palaces. There is a place in this land to which I always return, an enchanted valley with a tranquil lake whose name flows like music on my breath. Pichola. It was 4 centuries ago. Weary of battle, a Maharana descended from the oldest ruling family in the world rode into this valley. As I rushed to engulf him in my welcoming embrace, the elusive scent of wild lilies that had quietly stolen a ride on my back seized the opportunity to enchant him and lured him to the lake. The sight he saw before him convinced him to make this his home forever. Thus was born the fairy tale city of Udaipur, named after its founder, Maharana Uday Singh. I have floated through the fortified palace built by the Maharanas, swelling with pride at the reckless chivalry of the Udaipur clans, riding out to battle in their sacrificial saffron robes, preferring death to dishonor. In the rosy hue of dawn, Lake Pichola seems like a mirage, and floating on it, seemingly unreal, a summer palace, Jag Mandir, that once provided refuge to a rebel Mughal prince, later to become the Emperor Shah Jahan. It is said that memories of his stay here played on the emperor's mind as he conceived the incomparable Taj Mahal. But the Jag Mandir was to inspire another wonder. Jag Nivas, one of the most breathtakingly beautiful palaces you will ever see. I like to call it the Lady of the Lake. Come, let me take you there. Let me float you gently over Lake Pichola to Sadarghat, the gateway to this piece of paradise. A palace hotel like no other. A famous 19th century English traveller, James Todd, marveled at the royal indulgences he witnessed at the Lake Palace.
Here they listened to the tales of the bard and slept off their noonday opiate amidst the cool breezes of the lake, wafting delicious odours from the myriads of lotus flowers. And as the fumes of the potion evaporated, they opened their eyes on a landscape to which not even its inspirations could frame an equal.
Across the centuries, I have time and again sneaked in here, spellbound by what I saw. Sometimes following the soft laughter of young women from the royal zanana, as they indulged themselves in the art of shringar, or self-adornment.
It is hard not to be transported back to an era where fairy tales fade in comparison to the magic and opulence of the ceremonies and palaces. For me, that world coexists in beautiful harmony with the present. When you enter our world, you will find yourself surrounded by the depths of our rich heritage and culture.
As I glide through these gracious courtyards, time stands still, and memories haunt me. I forget the number of times I have been mischievously lured by a whiff of exquisite perfume, drawn irresistibly all the way to the royal spa. There was a time when only royalty could occupy these elegantly redesigned suites. Sajjan Nivas, once the private suite of the Maharana himself. It was here that decades ago, the present Maharana Arvind Singh Mewar was bequeathed a special legacy by his grandfather. He now lives across the lake, where I often lie in wait, hoping to steal a ride in his favorite Rolls-Royce.
The Lake Palace has always been the summer residence of the family, where not only the immediate family, but the entire palace establishment moved across the lake. As children, we were always very excited at the prospect of moving to the Lake Palace. It has an exceptional ambiance, which is unique and tranquil. And yet, just across the lake is the City Palace complex, the heart of the Udaipur experience. Today, we are very happy to share our summer residence with guests from all over the world.
Though time has passed, I realize with a sigh of relief that it has also stood still here. And though I am free to roam the lands, uncontained and unbound, I believe that I am somehow anchored to this magical, mystical place, tied possibly by my own heartstrings.